This is The Process Shot. I'm Michael, I'm stuck in a haunted movie theater, and it looks like I've gotten my first new movie of the new year. I only wish it could have been something good. Brazen is a new mystery thriller from director Monika Mitchell that follows a mystery writer named Grace who visits her sister, a preparatory high school teacher. Things go well for a while, with Grace becoming involved with Ed, a neighbor and police detective, until one day she arrives home and finds her sister dead. Grace and Ed soon learn of two possible motivations behind her murder. She had been gathering information about her ex-husband's illegal financial transactions, and she had secretly been working for an adult streaming company as a dominatrix personality. Neither of these really play into the main story as deeply as the film wants to pretend that they do. Truth be told, Brazen does a good job at making it feel like nothing is actually happening that matters in the long run. Red herrings are rampant in this story, with false leads that are followed and abandoned, and anything that's introduced as a plot point gets pushed aside for something else. In most cases, the rushed and flimsy romantic subplot between Grace and Ed, whose love for each other seems based entirely on the concept of padding out the film's runtime. It doesn't help that these segments cause a tonal imbalance when you remember that they're supposed to be solving a murder case. The movie as a whole is pretty basic and barren of any actual depth, resulting in a complete slog of a story to wade through, supported by acting talent that essentially amounts to yelling their lines with an emphasis on telling the audience what they should know. Then again, even if the actors did put their hearts into their performances, the actual characters they portray would still be flat and undeveloped, pretty much based entirely on singular motivations within the story and not at all developed beyond whatever roles or archetypes they're meant to fulfill. The lack of any real sense of a story direction bleeds into the technical details of Brazen, though that shouldn't be a surprise either. The movie looks like it's been shot on TV sets that already existed, save for the rare exterior, which more than likely were all shot in the span of a single day. Cinematography does nothing to make any of this look appealing or cinematic, keeping a wider distance from its subjects than is really necessary, and never really going for anything more creative. There's very little within the frame to really differentiate the characters from the set pieces, resulting in a visual mess with a lot of information overload, though this does lead to some settings being more interesting to look at than the actual events of the story. Overall, there's nothing really to say in Brazen's favor. It's a film that's easily forgotten right after you've watched it, and you won't feel as though you missed a thing. It barely feels like something made for a theater. It's more like a Lifetime Channel movie that thought that if it cropped the top and bottom of the frame, they could pretend that this is cinema. Brazen, Monika Mitchell, 2022. Half a star. I don't recommend seeing it. That's it for this review. If you liked it, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel for more reviews. If this is how this year is going to look for movies, then I'm gonna need to get back to finding my way out of this place.